Hello, I'm John Shelton, and I'm using a Bassimer, and a number of people that have these instruments have asked me to do a video to show them how I do certain techniques and songs. Specifically, Silent Night, Christmas song that I do on the Bassimer. So this video is to show you the techniques and give you an idea of how I'm doing Silent Night. The first part is an intro, and I'm going to zoom this in a little bit so you can see a little better. The first part is an intro, and it's on the 5th and 7th frets, and it comes from a piano part that I learned, and it's just... After that, I then go into the melody section, and I'm using alternating notes and the droning to come through that. Additionally, there's some scales in between the parts to just kind of tie things together a little bit. To the intro. I use the strings to drone a lot through that. And you could theoretically do the whole melody strumming all the strings all the time. But as you do different ones, you can accent different sections and stuff like that. The second thing I'm going to show you is the same idea, only now I'm going to let the sustainer string drone more and fill in with that as I'm doing the melody as I just did. The thing about the sustainer string is when you touch it, it kind of kills it, so it has to start over. And you can use that to either let that string continue droning or start over for different segments. And you'll hear that through this section. So you can hear that droning going on and gives it kind of a string background throughout the melody. The last thing I'm going to show you is to kind of do the melody on the droning string and use everything else. Now because the first and the second string are tuned the same, you can use either string to play a note, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just playing the melody on the sustainer string. The other thing that you're going to hear me do is a trem on there, and that's just wiggling the string like you do with a cello or violin to get that kind of sound out of that sustainer string. So here's kind of what it sounds like when I'm doing the melody on the sustainer string. The last technique I used was while the sustainer string is sustaining, and I got to show you the bridge here a little bit, and it's going, if you touch the bridge and then bring your finger just forward a little bit, you can control the volume of the sustainer. And you heard that technique in the last part of that song. So that's kind of it. That's how I do Silent Night on the Bassimer. You can use these techniques in a lot of Christmas songs and or any other songs, and hopefully this gives you some ideas of how to use the instrument better and get more out of it, and maybe even take a look at getting an instrument like this to do your music. Check out www.bassimer.com for more information. Thank you.